I tried something new and did a deep side part with this loose wave unit from Nadula. So if you want to see how I did it, keep watching. Okay, so I've already laid my bald cap. I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me in Warm Coconut to tint the cap to match my skin tone completely. After that, I tint my lace. It was already kind of brown, but I needed it to like match my skin tone of brown. So that's why I tinted the lace with my color. And then I also like to seal it with some free spray, as you saw, and then blow dry it. I use the blow dryer on the heat setting, not the cool setting, because it makes it go a lot faster that way. I did bleach and pluck this unit off camera, and also I took a row off the front of the hairline so that way I could pull the wig up farther and be able to cover my sides but not have it too low on my forehead because my forehead is kind of small. So I've had this sample that Kisses PR sent me a while back of this dual applicator glue that I wanted to try today since I want to leave my wig on for a few days. And I love this little precision tip that it has on it. It really lets me put the glue on my hairline and like nowhere that I don't want the glue to be. Like, it's just so precise and perfect. That's the only thing about like using lace glues to me, is just that sometimes you can get too much out and it's hard to get it off. This little precision tip made everything so easy. I like this glue a lot. I was pretty impressed. Usually I have like Ghost Bond or anything else, but this, I like it as well. It also came with the remover too. I did 3 layers of glue and I let it dry clear in between each layer before I applied the next layer. And then that was enough for it to stay stuck on for the 3 days that I wanted to keep it on with no issues. Yo, tell me why my camera died when I was about to lay the lace. Just make sure that your glue is clear before you lay your lace down, or it's going to give you some problems. I did not cut any of the lace before I put it down. I just put the whole thing down at once, as you can see. And now that the lace is dry, I'm going to go ahead and cut it off the same way I always do, with jagged motions, or you could use eyebrow razors or tiny scissors if you want to. Anytime you're using scissors, make sure you're going in like an up and down jagged motion. You don't want straight lace because that's going to make it look like a wig. I also cut back any little tiny areas that were just a little too close to my eyebrows since I pulled this wig all the way up. The other thing with cutting the lace too is you want to make sure you get any little excess little lace pieces that are left over that don't have any hair on it, because people can see it. You want your lace to be as close cut as possible. Once I laid this, I noticed that there was just a little bit of piece that came up too far to my forehead. It wasn't even laying on the glue, so I knew it was too far. So I just sectioned it out and used my scissors and cut it off, still cutting jaggedly. I also realized I didn't quite fully lay the sides on the wig, so I just went back and did that really quick. While I let that little corner piece get clear, I went over the front of the hairline with just a little bit of glue to lay down those little tiny pieces that didn't quite lay, once the aftermath is all said and done. That is why I love this precision tip. It made it so easy not to get the glue anywhere that I didn't want it. Okay, so this hairline, right? I left it a little bit full in the front because I wanted to attempt to try like the extra baby hairs that you see like people when they copy Arrogant Tay, or they do all like the, the little swoops going every which way. I was trying to be cute. I'll spoil it right now. It was a fail. I did something, but it was not all that. But we'll talk about that more once we get to that part. So once I sectioned out the baby hairs, I then went ahead and plucked the hairline a little bit more, because on my head I realized, you know what, it's still a little too thick for my liking. So let me go ahead and pluck this out some more, especially because I've already sectioned out the baby hair that I know I'll need. All right, back to the baby hair. So first I'm cutting off the excess hair. I cut them off pretty long to start because I just didn't know what I was gonna need for what I was trying to do with all the intricate baby hair stuff. Y'all know, if y'all watch my channel, I don't be doing all that. I do my little swoop here, my little swoop there, call it a day. That's pretty much what I went back to by the end of this. But I tried, I tried to branch out. I took some setting foam and I used that to just help me push the rest of the hair out of my way so it wouldn't get in my way. Let's go. You can tell nobody. I'm talking about nobody. I hope you're responsible. I'm not just anybody. If I let this go, you can tell nobody. And then I tried that trend where you curl the baby hairs with your flat iron first and then start to swoop them. I do think it does make it easier to swoop everything, so I will say that, but I'm still struggling with all the intricate baby hair stuff. Trimmed them down some because I was already seeing it was going to be a little too long. And then I went in with my setting foam and just started playing around trying to swoop things and cutting things and just trying to get it right. I will say though, I have a foam you'll see a little bit later. I prefer the foam over this setting mousse because it's just a little too light. That foam was heavy and it made them hairs stay in place, but I didn't figure that out till way later. But anyways, yeah, y'all can see me play with these baby hairs real quick. Alright, so eventually I got the job somewhat done. This will do for me, but now I'm going to put my scarf on my edges to help that set in place because I do not want all of my hard work starting to come up on me in 2.5 seconds. After the baby hairs are laid, I'm ready to start prepping this to go in the deep side part. I begin by just sectioning out just a little thin layer of hair. As I move all of the hair to the side, I just want to make sure that it's parted so that my tracks where my frontal ends are covered. To define the curls, I'm using Pantene's Curly Hair Mousse. I really like how this reacts on this loose deep wave hair. It does not weigh it down, but it still gives it back its curl pattern. So I like this a lot with this hair. But before I put any mousse on top, I'm going to go in with my wax stick and my hot comb and set that side part in place. I'm going in using the wax stick in about 3 different sections so that way the hair will really lay well. After that, it's back to the mousse so we can finish defining these curls. And then after I've done all of that, then I let it air dry for a while so it could get big again. Okay, so this is the final result. I'm happy with how the baby hair turned out overall. And I'm happy with the deep side part look. Y'all know I was a little bit nervous because I ain't never really done a deep side part like this before. But I really wanted to try it out because I love how it looked on Sochar. So I was like, yo, I want to see how that looked. And I like how it turned out. I love it with this deep wave hair. I love how it dried. It's so lightweight and still fluffy. I'm feeling this hair. This is really nice. So if you're interested in this unit, of course, all the details will be down below in the description box. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.